Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low bass, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm going to tap in for sure.
Tap in.
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, good morning. For the first time this week, even though it's only Tuesday, we have the entire squad on the squares. Everybody's square is full. Jay Black, Sexy Mo, Shawnee Scott, yours truly. We are here. We got a lot to talk about. We got sad stuff to talk about. We got funny stuff to talk about. We got controversial stuff to talk about. Jay Black and his wife, whenever they get into an argument, it turns into a topic for the show. So listen, man, it's about to go down. But first, we got to review how everybody's now. I'm going to change the order today. Sexy Mo, how was your night?
It was a sleepless night. I think I got like 2 hours of sleep. So
Damn.
Sounded like Marge from the Simpsons right here a little bit.
When you gonna start smoking weed to go to sleep? I can't smoke weed, but when you gonna start smoking a little weed and then take yourself to sleep?
Yeah, no, I can't do that right now.
You can't do that right now?
No. It's getting close to the end of the year. You know they do them randoms.
The random test.
That's disrespectful. Honestly, weed. I need weed to be legal in every state. Like this is ridiculous. Like
it's legal in New Jersey, but it's still not legal federally, right? So,
but all them technicalities, I need all them things to be cleared up because I need you to get some sleep. I need to get some sleep because December 28th, December 29th, December 29th.
Puff pass situation.
There will be a puff pass party with me, myself, and I. Yes.
No.
Now, if y'all want to stop by, if y'all would like to stop by, y'all can stop by.
You're gonna tell your left hand, your right hand hogging too much, 2 puffs and pass.
And I'm a lightweight, so it only takes like 3 inhales, and I'm asleep, and I'm staring at CNN, thinking to myself, "Damn, Don Lemon is gay." Okay.
I like Don.
I don't think
I love Don Lemon. I'm a Don Lemon fan.
Don Lemon.
But when the last time I smoked weed and I watched Don Lemon, I was like, yo, I've never noticed how gay he is for real. And Anderson Cooper too. I was like, wow, I never noticed. I'm a fan. I watch him all the time. Shawnee Scott, how was your night?
Oh, my night was very emotional.
Right?
It
just shifted.
It was emotional.
Yeah, it was very emotional because my daughter, she has these goals, and as parents, when our kids have goals, we try to do everything we can to, get them there. But she made a decision, and I'm proud of her. She made a decision that she wasn't prepared to compete in a meet that cost a lot of money to prepare for. So now she's not gonna do it. And then her coach had a talk with her about being consistent and serious about her sports. So she got emotional because they were telling her, well, next year you got to focus on this, and she's like, well, I want to play basketball too. So it was just an emotional night.
And I'm thinking she's gonna say she's pregnant. I swear, I don't know why my brain automatically when you got sad. No, she got sad. I'm like, well, what?
I don't even think she'd be on the square right now if that would have happened.
I don't know why.
I think she would have gave me the emergency phone call last night and be like,
everybody, shut it all down.
Shut it all down.
Hey,
that's what my brain always somebody gets. Oh yeah, I got some. What happened? Who's pregnant?
And you know what? to make you and your purse string feel better, Shawnee, he still learned a priceless lesson. Right.
Here goes the therapist. There you go. Here goes the therapist. Go ahead. Go get it, girl.
A priceless lesson last night. And she's probably going to carry it for the rest of her life, reflect on it every time she goes to make a major decision. So you did good. You did good, Shawnee.
It's not bad. It was just like when I found out, I was just like,
oh, my damn money.
And that's the thing. She was like, well, I didn't want to tell you. She's been feeling that way. But she was like, well, I didn't want to tell you because I know you know, how much money you spend, and I didn't want you to be mad at me. I was like, well, I'm not mad at you, but you have to let me know.
But it was good the way you handled it because you let her make the decision and she was being honest with herself and she was being honest with you. Now, that's the difference between us being parents and our parents. Because my dad would have been like, motherfucker, let me tell you what you going to do. You going to get on that plane.
Oh, we getting on this plane.
You getting on this plane. Oh, you running. Oh, you running.
And you're going to like it.
And you're going to like it. And you're going to like it. And I wish you would lose. And I wish you would lose.
That's about right.
Better they handle it that way because I think it's bigger her to be honest with herself that she felt like she wasn't trained. She wasn't training correctly and she wasn't ready. She wasn't properly conditioned to get down with the get down. So God bless her. I mean, she got her trainers that are about to rock with her, and she's next year's about to be a big year for her. And she's how old? She's 13, right?
She's 13. She's been with them since she was 11.
Yeah, she's young.
Since she was 11.
Yeah. So that is emotional. Yeah, because I heard your voice. We talked for a little bit. I heard your voice last night. I was like, okay, I'm gonna just let you go right now. I'm just going, all right. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
No, whatever. No, we gonna put because like the last couple weeks you've been putting all the business. Mike was right there on the phone with me. He wouldn't even get off the phone. He called me on FaceTime and sat there with me and was like, well, you know, I'm just gonna stay on the phone with you. It's okay, whatever.
This is after I took 2 sleeping pills. The doctor allowed me now to take 2 sleeping pills.
You missed the window.
And they were kicking in. And I heard a sniffle on the phone. And I ain't never heard Shawnee do a sniffle. I ain't never heard a sniffle. So I said, let me FaceTime this girl. And let me talk about something that has nothing to do with what she's going through. So I stayed on there as long as I could. Then I was like, Shawnee, I can't hang on no more. This is they're kicking in. It's 50 milligrams a piece, which means I took 100 milligrams of.
Took 100 milligrams.
I took 100 milligrams. And how about 100 milligrams only made me sleep for like 4 hours? That is the bullshit, yo. That is really. Nothing. Yeah, it's better than nothing. Like I woke up.
Did you hear your phone? It was your phone woke you up or something like that?
Nah, I just woke up. My eyes, I just went like
condition.
I went bing.
His circadian cycle.
I said, Jesus, this is, and my feet are swollen. They look deformed. So my feet are aching. Anyway, Jay Black, that's a whole nother story. Jay Black, how was your night?
Night was cool. Got a root canal yesterday. Yo, dental work is expensive. That's all I know. This is scam. It's all a scam. But
you ain't got dental. You ain't got health. You ain't got dental care.
I got it, but they tried to say I still had to pay some money because insurance is covering half, and then I got to get a crown. Like once you get a root canal, they charge you money for the permanent filling because you only get a temporary filling at front, and then you got to come back, and now you got to get a crown. That's going to take another week, and then there's a week for it to come in, and it's all everything. Just want you to keep circling back, but I needed to get it done. So what are you gonna do?
Your mouth ain't sore. Pause. But your mouth ain't.
But pause. You keep it open for a long time, Jay Black.
Shut up.
You're an idiot.
No, but for real, because my
jaw did hurt. Pause. Good. Good morning, Joy. Good morning, Nikki. I'm sorry.
Good morning, everybody.
I'm sorry.
You're putting stuff in it to keep it open.
But anyway, that's what I did. And fantasy football I lost. What else happened yesterday?
We're not gonna just glaze over that. Can you say that again?
About what?
Stuff in your mouth? Football? You what?
No. For the week. The week wasn't a good week in a couple of my leagues. But no, overall good stuff. Jeopardy tonight is going to be good. A couple of my champs coming back. This Jeopardy tournament is good to watch for y'all who are in the Jeopardy.
Yeah, there was somebody on there. I watched it for a little bit. Who was on there? Who was the famous person that?
The celebrity Jeopardy.
Yeah. I was like,
that was what I was looking to.
Yeah, I like watching a celebrity joint. I like seeing them trying to show.
It's some of them questions right?
Yeah, and I was like, oh, okay, you ain't that smart. Anyway, my night was miserable. I mean, it wasn't miserable, but
miserable. What?
But being first of all, because of no alcohol in my system. For those who don't know, when there's no alcohol in your system, you fiend sugar because of the sugar that's in the vodka. So I'm literally been eating candy all night. Like I've been eating chocolate and I got to listen. I got Reese's right here on deck.
All that leftover Halloween candy that wasn't given out.
I can't stop. And my, like I said, both my feet are swollen from me wilding out in the hospital, and they're achy, and I can't put any shoes on. Like one of them.
Did they tell you? Did they remind you were on IV? So you've had more fluids than you're used to, and sometimes that happens.
What happens?
You retain fluid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, maybe that's what it is, because my left foot looks like it should be in a carnival. Like it looks like you should pay 50 cents to look at it and touch it. Like it don't even make no sense. Like I look at it and I'm disgusted. I'm like, dog. Like I'm putting ice on it. I'm sleeping with it elevated, and my daughters have their Sweet 16 Friday, so I warned them.
11-11.
Yeah, and I warned them. Like, Dad's, the best I can do is wear some Air Force Ones. I cannot wear any. There's no way I can stick this foot or these feet, because the right one hurts too, but the left one is so deformed. Like the right
gout.
No, I don't know what I have.
It might take some saying that it hurts.
No, it hurts because I was kicking the bottom of the bed.
He was fighting the people.
I was fighting the people.
Yes.
It'll go down. It'll go down. It took a little while to go down too.
And it's nothing that can help you.
I'm taking folic aid. I have it,
D3. I was Googling because Joy be knowing stuff like that. D3 and folic acid.
Oh, my meds are upstairs. I have folic aid. I just took it.
Folic acid.
Folic acid. Sorry. Folic acid. I'm taking that now.
That helps because you had a little, hit to the head. It helps with your brain as well. So that's a good thing.
Yeah. So I need all the help I can get. Shout out Stacy Mitchell. What's up, y'all?
Stacy.
So other than staying on the phone with Shawnee for a while, then falling asleep for 4 hours, and then waking up and eating some Reese's Pieces, and that was it. That was the night. I watched the football game, and that was it. And then I started. That was it. That was the day. That was Monday. So hopefully Tuesday, I'm chilling today. I'm not doing
No, you can't chill. Today is a big day.
Yes, it is.
It's election day. What do you mean you wait? Is Jersey and Texas, y'all got vote day too?
I voted early. So, but today is election day.
Is this for all the states? This all the states? Yes. See, this is a big day. You gotta go exercise your right to vote, Mike.
Yeah, I don't think I give a fuck. But personally, Mike gonna be wearing chancletas to the party. Yes, I am, white chocolate. I am. Well, number one, in my townhouse, I went to go. I called my ex and asked her, "Is the key to the mailbox still there?" And she was like, "They misplaced it." So all my voting stuff is probably in the mailbox.
You can still take your ID and go vote here in Jersey.
I don't know where to go. I don't know where my spot is.
So go to a polling station around your area, like to one of the schools. Mm-hmm. They can look up your exact polling area, or you can call the Board of Elections. Their number is running all day. How do I know this? Because I work the polls, not that type of polls. I just walked into.
Yeah.
Or just respond back to one of them text messages, because we all been getting text messages reminding you.
Oh yeah, they called me. And let me tell y'all something. When y'all text us trying to get us to get out the vote, make sure you know my name's not Miguel. Like my name is like, that's my dad. Like he's like Miguel. And then I had one. They sent it to me in Spanish. Wrong. I speak. I don't read Spanish. I'm sorry. I ain't voting until I can just text in from my phone. So in about 4 to 8 years,
I can see that coming. You could just text your vote in.
The only problem with texting your vote in is then if you talk about rigging an election, that would be the easiest election that you could ever. Yeah, that'd be the easiest election you could ever rig. Right? I think you got to do it old school and keep having people, even though it's so intimidating when you walk into that thing, man. Because you don't know.
Shout out to when we all vote campaign, just getting out all of the voters and getting any and everybody, even your grandmom could help with voter registration through them. So shout out to them.
I know what that's at, Stacy. That's down the street from me.
You'll be good. And if it's not you, like she said, they'll just take your name and tell you, okay, you got to go to this spot.
Yeah, they'll tell you where your polling station is.
I'm definitely gonna vote.
Now the irony is I don't know anything about these people. All I see is the commercials. That's all I see. I see the commercials. I see the commercials going at this guy named Andy Kim, which is hilarious because they got a black lady who's like, he's a clown. We gotta get rid of Andy Kim. He's a clown. We all broke. We broke already, Andy. I was like, where did they get to Tanya from? Like, where did they get Tamika from? Like,
they think that Tisha, saying that against him is, they're both ethnic, so nobody can say that it's a racial thing.
So I don't even. The problem is, you just decide that you're gonna vote a party because I don't even know what. Andy
so you
Kim
don't even
has
know
done.
all your candidates. Like for me,
do you know what your candidates have done for Philly, for the Pennsylvania?
I know
what they've done.
I know what one has done.
What?
When I needed to get my governor's pardon, there was one person that was on that board that voted for me, and that was John Fetterman.
That's right.
In order for me to get my governor's pardon, I had to get, it was like 8 of them, and they all vote. And I'm watching. They said, "Do you vote for Jamal?" He said, "Yes." So he was, I know he believed in me. John Fetterman, yeah.
The big white guy?
The big dude that had the accident and his brain is
his parents. His parents are Trump supporters, right?
But that don't mean he is.
That's his parents.
No, he has a commercial that he has the parents on there promoting.
No, they rocking with him. I saw they supported him.
The commercial, they have the commercial. He has a commercial with the parents saying, John Fetterman was raised by Trump supporters. And then it goes, us, his parents.
Oh, okay. And but they co-signing him now.
Yeah, because he's a Republican and he's a Trump supporter.
No, Fetterman is Democrat. Oz is the one that he's going up against. Oz is the Republican with Trump. Mm-hmm. For those who are in the, so I'm not the politic guy. I just know Fetterman believed in me, so I believe in Fetterman. So he gets my endorsement.
To you, it's all propaganda. And the closer that we got to this election, more of those little vignettes and tidbits were coming out. And some of them are comical. Like, I want to know who does the mashup for these things, because the sound bites be crazy. Like how they get all of the little sound bites and it just right, and they can be real airtight, so it seems like it's all together.
Wow.
Black Democrat. Yeah.
You got the munchies?
Yeah, he needs sugar.
Sugar.
I'm telling you what, it's serious.
But get out and vote, everyone. Exercise, no matter who you're voting for, I guess. Get out and vote.
Yeah,
I hate when people say
towns are black men. And
I hate when people say get out and vote when most people don't know what the hell they voting for.
Just do it. You're supposed to
like just go out and vote. Just go out and vote. Just go out. Just drink this.
Go out on their platform today.
Drink this.
And most of them are out there at the polls, standing outside of a lot of the polling stations.
Ain't nobody got time to do research
right on the spot. What are you doing for our community?
Alfreda Jackson. Good morning, Alfreda.
Alfreda, good morning.
I bet you Alfreda did her research. She know who she's voting for. You're supposed to know who the candidates are that you're voting for. And if not,
if you don't let that deter you from voting. Go to these polls, ask them directly. Before I go in here and vote for you, what are you doing directly for my community?
Now, technically,
they usually give you something like this. Like, you get all these papers.
Technically, they're not supposed to be in front of the voting areas.
Well, no,
they're not right in front of it.
They can't be inside, and they have to be a certain amount of feet away from the actual voting machine.
Good morning, Afro Queen.
But they can be outside of the actual polling stations, and what they do is they go and visit each and every one, especially if you're local. They try to hit all of the like the large I forgot how Philadelphia is sectioned off, right? But they'll go in like where there's a heavy population of maybe like Republicans or Democrats. They'll go to the area where they really, really need to rally up the last minute votes.
Like, I'm so ignorant. They'll be like, so-and-so raised taxes. I'm like, I ain't even noticed.
Because they be lying, though. Them commercials be lying.
Yeah.
They be lying.
Or they be like, he lowered taxes. I'm like, I didn't notice they lowered taxes. It just seems like everything's the same. I know is the the price of gas went up. That's all I know.
Yeah.
And Popeyes brought back the $5 bucket. Like that's all I. That's all. That's all I
But you know, the funny thing is when they say, you know, this candidate raised taxes, and then the other one like, well, I lowered taxes by 1.9%. That 1.9%, you may have lowered it in that area, but it's getting taken from somewhere. Like it didn't just magically, you didn't magically just reduce it without it being taken, you know, from another place of need. So how many pieces in that bucket?
No, it's not a bucket. It's actually the $5 box. Popeyes brought that back to
the $5 box. Yeah.
Lady Q, we got a Q comment brought to you by wokeupinspired.com. I know what the Republicans are for me in my state, so I would vote for a squirrel if it had a D after their name. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, all right. Well, I know what party she's rocking with. All right.
Girl. That's my mom. My mom don't give a damn. My mom don't care about the policy. She's like, I'm just going to vote Democrat. I'm just hitting all the Democrats. I'm like, all right, well, knock yourself out.
The lesser of, whatever going to be more for you. But yeah, so today is election day, people.
So
and you can tell who people are voting for by, I mean, it's online. Like
you want to get into the story?
Let's get into our question of the day. You had a question for everybody.
All right, now y'all gonna think this is a silly question, but good morning, Lady Q.
Good morning, Lady Q.
Lady Q.
But bear with me on this because I heard this. I got this from somebody else. I was listening to this another show, and I got this, and the guy brought up a point. He said, when a kid turns 18 or 19 years old, should they start paying their parents back for all the money they spent on them? Now that sounds crazy. But I remixed it. I said, like, I don't agree with the necessities. Like, there are responsibilities that parents have. Like, my responsibility is to feed you, house you, and protect you. Christmas ain't my responsibility in real life. Like, I'm not required to do Christmas. I'm not required to buy you extra $200 sneakers. I'm not required to pay for your senior trip. Like, you might, and I say this from I thought about my dad. Like, when my dad, all the money he paid for me playing baseball, he didn't have to do that. Like, I probably should be on a payment plan to pay him back for all the cleats and all the gloves and all the uniforms and all the trips that he had to pay for, that we had to take when we was doing trips for baseball and everything like that. Should the kid at 18 or 19, let's say 20, we started 20, and you start paying back the money. So you got to keep receipts. Should the kids start paying back the money, the parents back their money?
Who you want to start with?
Anybody.
No, you got to start with somebody.
Because Jay wants his kids to pay while they're still there. So I know he.
Jay wants my air.
You watching TV and you're not paying the cable bill? What?
Yeah. Pay what you owe. Pay your weight.
That Stars account is $8.99 a month. I'm
Go ahead, Mo. We'll start with you. Even though you a mom, so you so soft. You ain't gonna want the money back.
Actually, you know, I was raised a little bit different. Quite the opposite, Mike, because at 15 years old, I was paying my own car insurance.
At how old?
Well, 15. In Arkansas, you get your, you know, of course, you get your driver's license and your permit early.
Damn, y'all could drive at 15?
Yeah, 15 and 16. You
Jesus. That is the most dangerous driving ever. Go ahead. All right.
I got a piece of car at 16. And so, yes, I had to pay my own car insurance.
Oh, nice.
Put my own gas in it. There was no handouts there, and I used the money I worked for. My clothes, I didn't get clothes from at 16. I didn't get, like, you know, the back to school shopping. You use the money from your job. And so my dad instilled some great values in me. So I think I was very fortunate back then. Of course, I didn't understand because all my friends were like, what? You got to use your money to pay what? You know, they was going on the mall, going shopping with their money, just blowing it real fast. And, you know, I had actually a responsibility. So my mom didn't believe in paying rent. She didn't believe in kids paying rent because my dad was like, well, she need to give like $125, but my mom was like, no.
I thought you meant your mom just didn't believe in paying rent. I was like, what's going on?
Month to month.
What y'all doing? Dipping out? What y'all doing?
No. My mom didn't believe in kids paying rent, but that's something that, he did growing up.
Right.
He gave his mom money every month or every week, rather,
give her an answer
from his job and stuff. So no, I'm saying I grew up very differently. I don't.
So do you think kids should pay their parents back?
I don't expect from my kids in monetary like that, but I would have them have some level of responsibility to let them know that they can't live for free. Can't live.
So
no.
For free. So no.
I'm like, what? Did she answer the question yet? Like, what are we doing?
Wait, damn it! Mike started on me. He said I was soft.
Well, you're a mom. I'm just like, I'm not saying moms are soft like that. I'm saying moms are they take care of people. Like moms take care of.
Payback for me is doing the right thing and doing well for yourself. That's enough payback for me. I feel like if you teach them the right way, that they're gonna want to do for you anyway when you get older. I hope.
Yeah, I believe I don't think
talking about this pizza party he gonna have in his new apartment when he turned 18 and he moved out my house. I don't know.
Shoot, I don't have it in me to make them pay me back, but I'm cool with kids having to pay back their parents. Like I believe I should pay back some of the money that they spent on me that was totally unnecessary. Like I'm not required to take you to Disney World, y'all. Like I'm not required.
No, you're not.
I'm not. Like you might want to pay me back for that $5,000. Not the whole 5,000, but you were a quarter of it. Like you were each three of y'all were like break that 5,000 up between y'all three, and y'all might want to pay that back. Go ahead, Shawnee. You got the screw face on. Go ahead, Shug.
No, my kids don't have to pay. I don't think kids should have to pay their parents back. No.
Mm-hmm. Why not?
Elaborate.
Because I'm their parent. They didn't ask to be here.
I said, they didn't ask to be there, but they were there, and you took care of them. I'm talking about the extra stuff.
That's choices that I made to do the extra stuff. When they asked, I could have said no.
Yeah,
you could have said no, but you did it. There's a lot of things you could have said no to, but you did it. You did extra. So
right. I think the adult, and I made that decision.
Okay.
They kids, so they're kids. Right. They have their kid mind. I have an adult mind. So no, they don't. No, kids don't pay back. I don't.
Well, I'm not asking them to pay me back when they're kids. I'm saying when you become an adult, and you get to moving.
No,
you need to refill my pockets for everything I did. Here, I'll give you
everything, or just like the extra stuff.
No, just the extra stuff. The necessities, like I said, I am required to house you, feed you, and protect you. That's my requirements. Right. All the school trips that I'm paying for, all the extra stuff, all the trips to the mall that I'm paying for, all the Six Flags that I'm paying for. I need to keep them numbers so that when you turn 18 or 19, you can start refunding me for all the activities that I paid for.
No, because you could have said, no, you can't go to the Six Flags.
No, you asked to go.
We had this conversation last night. They want to go to the movies this weekend. Well,
in the movies too. I wasn't required to take you to the movies and spend $100-something and all the movies that I didn't want to see.
But you're the adult. You made the decision to pull your card out and pay for that. That's not
so. Random Rick Review says if you raise your kids right, you shouldn't need a payback. Why set them back in life with more debt?
Hey, I had to take the debt. So you got to refund my debt.
No.
You know how many credit cards I had to run up? You know what my Capital One card looks like right now because of AMC movie theater? You know what it looks like?
You're the parent, so you should make better financial decisions.
Lady Q.
Woke up Inspired.com review here from Lady Q. She said
yeah,
Mister, wanted your kids to have experiences you paid for and people not to judge you for not doing it.
No, I did it because they wanted to go. I ain't do it because nobody was going to judge me. I didn't care what nobody thought about what I was doing. I am not owed anything from my kids. Anything I do or did was because I wanted to. If I wasn't able, then it didn't happen. See, this is where parents take all the responsibility. And when kids become adults, we don't say, all right, now it's time for the payback. It's time for the refund.
No,
you got a job. Like
yeah.
I will wait till you get a job. I will wait till you get a good job. When you get a good job, start refunding the life that I paid for you. Like I paid for your life.
God.
Like
No,
I need this money back.
You teach them responsibilities. Like the girls, when they get their allowance, they have certain things here they have to take care of. But you've seen it at the house on the refrigerator. They have rent, they have a light bill, they have a cell phone bill. I mean, but it's like $2 a dollar. You know, just to get them in the habit of knowing how to take care of things. And
matter of fact, I need a refund on the allowance. The allowance was unnecessary too. I was giving you $10. I was giving you $10 every Sunday. I need a refund on that. You got to
Joy.
Earn child credit for your
you did your taxes every year.
I don't get the child credit. I don't get the child credit. Stacy gets the child credit. Don't get it effed up. So I need my money back.
They like, when you get that child credit, that's for us, right? Like,
look at that.
No.
Look at that. They want the child credit. Ain't that about something? All right, Jay Black. Go ahead. What you got to say?
No, I mean, when you say about payback, I think there is an unwritten rule of payback to where as though you are obligated to take care of me as I got older and not put me in a home. I think that was probably what some parents would think. If I did right by you, you're going to do right by me in my later years because I rolled out for you. So, for me, paying while you're there, that's mandatory. You should be putting something to be showing responsibility, but the payback afterwards is just, you just better hold me down the right way. Like that's just the reality.
I already know who I'm gonna live with. I already know who's
so out of the
three. Which one of your kids do you think is gonna wipe your ass when you get older?
Kayla.
Ding 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 ding. I would have bet Kayla as well.
That's the real payback. Because eventually you're.
By then, like
somebody who's taking dad this weekend.
I'm close to death anyway. Like I'm like I'm wrapping it up anyway. Like once I can't run these streets, it's a wrap. Once like I'm wrapping it up. I'm just gonna stay at Shawnee's house. So at what age? You
can always stay here.
Do they start paying you back? Now I would say 19 or 20, or when they get their first official job. Like the first real job, the first job that either has healthcare or a 401k or some type of investment thing that they can do, a career, when they start their career. I'm not asking you when you're working, if you're still working at the mall, which there's nothing wrong with working at the mall at 18 or 19. There's nothing wrong with that. You working. But
you got your 15 hours a week.
But when you got your career, whatever it is, whatever you're going to do for your life, then I need you to start paying back. Rebuke, full moon, and lunar eclipse currently happening. Watch your words, girl.
Oh yeah, you talking that craziness. Yeah,
let me tell you about full moon, lunar eclipse.
Don't play around with these spirits.
Let me tell you about full moon, lunar eclipse. It already done fucked me up. Okay. It already done tore me down.
Let's keep moving.
It already got 9 staples in the back of my head.
Okay.
Joy be knowing. Joy's a.
But thank you, Joy. I will watch my words. Yeah. I plan to live to 100 and have sex till I'm 95.
There you go.
My 20-year-old son, $175 a week. Oh, that's what he pays you? Okay, that ain't bad. That ain't bad at all.
He makes. I don't know.
Is that what he makes or that what he pays you?
$175 a week as a young adult, as a 20-year-old young adult.
That's a lot of money for them.
It's not a lot of money. And she's teaching him, again, you can't stay anywhere for free. It's budgeting and preparing for him to, when he leaves the coop, that it's not going to be such a shock to where he can't handle it.
Oh, that's what he pays her. All right, so Stacy, her 20-year-old son, that's what I'm talking about.
That's right. He's
Well, no, that's
paying-
not paying her back.
Yes,
that's
he
paying
is.
now. He's
That's
paying what he.
now.
He's,
That's
I'm a
still
proponent of
paying her
that.
back. That's still paying her back. That's still the reply to taking care of me. And
For the
now I
first
got
20.
responsibility. So here's the money. Once every week,
Ooh,
175.
they gonna hate
That's
you,
what I'm talking
Stacy. Lady Q gonna hate your comment, Stacy.
about.
But yeah, I'm
175.
applauding.
I'm gonna tell you
Yeah.
the funny thing. This is the funny
I would
thing.
probably take that 175 and put it into a
I'm with
separate
you.
account, and then when he goes to buy a house or something, I would say, "Ta-da!"
Good
a
morning.
gift.
Nah, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Good morning, Ashley. But that's a beautiful thing. That's a mom thing to do. It was
I
last
forget
night. It
what
was
you said.
It was last night. It was amazing.
Oh,
What
I
was
missed
amazing?
Full
something.
moon.
Oh,
The
I'm
full
late.
was last
moon.
Oh,
night.
the full. That's right.
Yes.
There was a full moon last night.
Yes.
People were
So-
talking about that.
The one of the hot topics right now is the
She
Jewish
said, "Hold
community.
on. Stacy said he smokes more than that up. So
Well, if you're gonna be spending money on smoking all that weed, you gonna pay that money to me. I'm with you, Stace.
Yeah.
I'm
got
with
you,
you.
Stacey.
I'm with you.
I love Stacy Mitchell. Go ahead, Shorty. Go
All right,
ahead.
go
What
ahead,
we gonna
Shawnee.
say?
So the hot topic right now, everybody's talking about Jewish people and how their business practices and the things that they do. And this topic leads into 10 business secrets that Jewish people are taught according to Burrell Solomon. So number one, they teach their children how to earn a living and how to swim. So if you are teaching them to earn a living, it's as if you're not teaching them to earn a living, it's as if you're teaching them to steal. If they don't know how to earn a living,
What's good?
then their only way to get money is through theft.
Damn.
Yeah. Their second practice secret is be honest in all business dealings. You can only be dishonest for so long before it catches up with you. Number three, they teach them to have a general positive relationship with money. Okay.
Right.
Number four is help your community.
The
Make
hell
sure
does
you
that look like?
support each other's businesses.
Okay.
Number five, give 10% of your earnings to charity.
There we go.
This encourages them to stay humble and generate more money to be able to help more. Number six, I think this is really important. Be an owner, not a worker. Only God should be your master. It's preferable to be a boss and not a worker.
Okay.
Number seven, don't do to other people what you wouldn't want done to you.
Okay.
Number eight, I ain't really figured this one out because you got to get here, but keep 1/3 of your money in cash, 1/3 of your money in real estate, and 1/3 of your money in inventory.
What's inventory? What you
That's your
own?
product.
Is
That's
that
your
what you?
business?
Oh, okay.
And
1/3 of
then
your money in cash. Okay.
1/3 in cash, one in real
And this is the Jewish rules, right? You say what?
These are the 10 Jewish business secrets according to Burrell Solomon.
This
All right.
ain't us. We ain't create these,
Right.
y'all. So don't try
Burrell
and
Solomon.
Kyrie Irving us.
All right. And then number 9, take one day off of work. And that one day, absolutely no work, no talking about work, no emails, no phone calls, no nothing.
Shawnee can't do that. You can't do that. You can't perform that act.
I've done that.
You've not done that.
One day
You ain't
completely?
never done that. She's never done that.
Michael Shawn, when we went to the fair, I ain't work.
Girl, you was
did
in front
an
of that
email,
computer
you
in the
probably-
morning
yeah,
time.
you did something.
You
A
were
phone
in the
call,
morning
a
time. You
text
were right in
message.
front of that computer. The
No,
first
I
thing you
wasn't.
do is you mosey on right in front of that computer and start staring at it and start tapping stuff. But go ahead.
I was looking up the times for stuff.
Okay, got you. All right.
And number 10 is trusting God.
Okay.
So those are the 10 business Jewish secrets according to Burrell Solomon. Some of them, I mean, I like all of them, but the whole help your community, make sure you support each other's business is big. And teach your children how to earn a living and how to swim.
If you haven't
How to
seen the
swim.
Nick Cannon interview, Nick Cannon has an interview with a Jewish man. I forget his name, and they have a great conversation. It's not a debate. They have a great conversation on this Kyrie Irving thing. If you haven't seen it on Instagram, go to Nick Cannon's page. It's an amazing conversation that they have back and forth, and it's pretty dope. Like, I was very impressed with Nick Cannon. I was very impressed with the other gentleman. What'd you say?
What did they say?
Well, the Jewish guy was saying basically that he was breaking down. He made some comments about the movie and said, whenever you let anybody basically what's the word that he used? Whenever you let somebody make something less important, like something like the Holocaust, and make somebody make it, and you allow people to make it less important, you know it's coming around the corner. Is what they're trying to do is make it seem like it didn't happen, and stories are gonna come. Basically, what they're trying to do with critical race theory, they didn't want critical race theory because they didn't want white people to feel bad about slavery. He was basically saying this is what happens when you let people take away how tragic the situation was. And then Nick brought up the Kyrie Irving thing, and he said the disrespect is when a white man tells a black guy, these are the things you have to do in order for you to do your job. In order for you to get back, you have to do these 5 things. It's almost like, little boy, this is what you got to do in order to get back in the league. You got to do this, and this. Which is what I said. I think that's totally disrespectful. Suspend them for 5 games if you think it's qualified. But don't tell somebody they got to give money here. They got to do this. They got to say sorry to this person. And then they got to meet with this organization. And then he didn't commit a crime.
All he did was post it. He didn't say nothing.
He didn't say, and Talent made a good Talent made a good point.
Nobody's mad at Netflix. Nobody's mad at.
He didn't say, go watch this movie. Yeah. This is a great. He just posted it.
Talent made a good point. So he posted a movie, and let's just say, because I haven't seen the movie yet, and what kills me is that the people commenting is the majority of people haven't even seen the movie and are jumping on the bandwagon. Yes. I know Shaq ain't seen the movie. I know Charles Barkley ain't seen the movie. I just know that. That's my assumption. I know they ain't seen the movie. But let's just say the movie is anti-Semitic, and he posted it.
Yes.
So what you're saying is, if I post a movie about something, does that make me that person? So let's just say there's a movie, Law and Order. It's nothing but a TV show about people getting raped, kids getting touched, and all that pedophilia. Does that mean if I promote Law and Order, which I watch Law and Order all the time, does that mean I'm one of them people? Simply because I posted Law and Order?
It means you're a detective.
Yeah, but you can take it like if I post Mississippi Burning, an old movie that won awards, because you talk about cruel and mean. If you talk about a movie that a race of people can say was cruel and disgusting, and they got awards, they got Oscars. So I thought that was a good point on. So because he posted this, that means he is this. Now he's claiming there's a rumor that he might retire. If his money is right and he's good, I would love to see him retire. Even though I want to see him play
thought
basketball.
When I saw they said he was retiring, that was just okay. Now I'm gonna unretire next season and go with another squad. Like that's he could unretire. So yeah, it makes sense to get out of all this BS now, retire, and then you just come back next season.
How can you get mad at a black man for promoting a movie that has the word Negro in it? I don't know. But how can
is it really promoting just because you post something? Is it really promoting it?
He just shared it. I mean,
it's a share. Maybe it's a share to strike conversation to keep the conversation.
So if I promote, if I post the Jeffrey Dahmer documentary and I post it, I say, yo, this movie, this is crazy.
You need to watch this movie.
So does that mean I eat people?
Yep.
Well,
you can offend a bunch of black people.
Pause.
Yeah, right. I try to keep it moving. I try not to highlight that.
I mean, eat the foot, and like cook the person, like.
Yeah.
I'm not talking. I'm not talking to eat the person out of pleasure. The pile on the
but it was pleasure for Jeffrey Dahmer.
Well, yeah, but does that mean that I'm telling you, yeah, this is dope? Like this is something that needs to go on, and that movie has doubled in price. It's now $11.99.
Because people like Mike that want to see it now to see what the fuss is about and have their own opinions. So now Jeff Bezos say, "Yo, we're not taking it down, but what we gonna do?
Yeah, we're gonna make money off of this." And Kyrie ain't made a dime off of it. He just getting all this heat just for posting it. He didn't even say nothing about it.
Kyrie was on his IG Live, and he basically was like, "Listen, when you come up to me now, don't even ask for a picture. Just give me a hug." say what's up and have a conversation with me. Like, he was so mellow. He was like, if you standing for something, whatever you're standing for, keep standing for it.
Mhm.
And don't worry about the pressure. And I almost fell for the propaganda with Kyrie Irving. Like, I almost fell for the propaganda to pile on what was going on. And it was selfish because I just wanted him to play basketball. Like, I just wanted him. I wanted to see him.
You want him just to do everything so he can play. Just follow their direction.
Yeah, selfishly, I just want him to be on the court so I can watch him. But it's selfish. It's not a selfish thing. But if you go, look, man, what is the point of having all that money if you can't say what you want to say and stand for what you want to stand for? I think I'm going to take off today just so I can watch it. And you know what? I don't even want to watch the movie. I have no interest in watching the movie. I just think it's unfair to comment on Kyrie Irving if you haven't seen the movie. Like, I don't understand how you can comment on it.
But did you give up $40 million? His salary this year was $40 million, I believe.
Well, he hasn't retired yet. He hasn't retired.
But if you don't follow their rules this week, I mean,
they still gotta pay him. That's the whole thing. Like Mike just said, I just want him to play basketball. That's all they want. They want him to just bounce his basketball and shut up. You don't have no feelings. You don't have no thoughts or nothing. And at some point, we got to get off these plantations. So, I mean, that's what I call NBA, the NFL. They ain't nothing but
he had a 4-year deal, Shawnee, for $137 million.
It don't matter. It's not like it's
like throw away $137 million.
We're only taught to be athletes or entertainers.
I got families that's relying on me.
We're only taught to be athletes and entertainers. There's other jobs you can do to make that much money, if not more.
Well, in his case, he hasn't.
He's not going to have another job that's making $137 million.
I'm making 40. Okay, well, if you making $40 million, how much is the owner making?
I don't know. It's just something to think about. It just hit me just now. Like, do I just concede and give them what they want because I got a bigger mission at hand? I'm trying to build for everyone around me so they all can be set up properly for the rest of their lives. Can I live off what I currently got and get Colin Kaepernick? And
when you do that,
that's a tough decision.
When you decide to make that decision and you say, I'm gonna do what they want me to do just so I can get this $40 million. Don't be mad when Kanye says slavery is a choice, because in 2022 it is. It's a choice. Are we living off $40 million? You don't make $40 million, and you and your family have a nice life.
I have a lifestyle now, though, at $40 million. Like, Kyrie's lifestyle has changed.
Well, it got to change. Shit, I had a lifestyle at 6 figures, and I'm at no figures. Shit had to change.
If I'm sacrificing for the culture, the culture really sacrificing for me.
See, that's the only problem I have. That's the only problem I have is when you sacrifice for the culture, we turn our back on them.
Yeah.
Like when Colin Kaepernick sacrificed, we didn't stop watching football.
Right.
Nope.
When he was blackballed, we ain't boycott football.
Nope.
We could literally
not to have a major impact anyway.
We could find out that an owner was a Klan member. We could find out that multiple owners were Klan members in the NFL, and we still be in a fantasy football league. That's how programmed we are. Cap learned that lesson the hard way. Yeah, we turned our back on it. We were rocking with it for a minute, but then we turned our back. I had one person told me we were doing a podcast together, and it was the last podcast we ever did, because I said, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. He said Colin Kaepernick was a sellout for taking the settlement money from the NFL. And I said, he took him to court and legally got the money from them, and he proved their wrongdoing. And another black man called him a sellout. That's when I was like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. And he was dead serious. And I was like, this is why you gotta decide if you're gonna fight for something. Sometimes you can't do it for the culture. You got to do it for you, because that's your stance. Because people will betray you in a hot second.
Yep.
Lady Q comment brought to you by WokeUpInspired.com. That's what I said. His owners are exercising their power over him to break him, so he knows how to behave. Yeah,
y'all doing that work every day, right?
But
y'all supervise. But go ahead.
But you know who's supporting? You know who's supporting
majority
it?
of the people.
You know who's
Good
supporting it?
analogy, Lady Q.
But you know who's supporting the owners?
Come on,
Other black
Chingy.
men.
Yeah.
Other black men are doing their work.
Other black men that have the money
That
to
are
for
rich.
us to create our
That's how
own
we do each other.
thing, like these Jewish principles. You know, everybody talking about Jewish people and how they run the music industry. They run this. Okay, well then we can run it. It's not like we don't have people that don't have the money to make it happen.
Dog, cause the masses are idiots. I'm confused on how R. Kelly has more supporters than Cap, Ye, and Kyrie all together. Because the majority of people
Because he can sing. No.
are ridiculous. Majority of people just want to line dance. All they want to do is sing songs. That's the problem.
All
That's
they
the
want to do is
entire
bump
problem.
and burn.
That's all they want to do. And ain't nothing wrong with that. But you gotta have a bigger landscape on what you're looking at.
Well, part of it is that, Mike, is that the mindset. It doesn't allow them to think beyond the fact that they can be part of the change. So if you feel like, it don't matter, like I can't do nothing about this anyway, it's always going to be this way. 9 times out of 10, no, you're not going to immerse yourself in a way or insert yourself in a way where you can be a part of the solution or a part of the change, so to speak.
The comment, to live your life according to what someone else is paying you is garbage in modern day slavery. I got to get to this modern day slavery. If I can't have my own voice with the money I make, then maybe that money isn't good money. Listen, that's a choice you got to make. This word slavery.
Thanks to Shambi.
I hate this modern day slavery because if a slave actually saw what was going on, they'd be like, if a slave came back to life, like it's control. It's oppression. Let's just change the word to oppression. Let's change the word because it's kind of disrespectful to people that got raped in front of their kids and got hung from trees and got their hands cut off and got their women beat and I just feel funny. It is oppression, and I get what you're saying. I know I'm nitpicking right now, but it gets under my skin a little bit when you read about when you go back and read books on what were really done to slaves. It kind of
in modern times, what happened to them is happening now. Kyrie Irving is on the chopping block. He's getting whipped in front of everybody.
Yeah,
they got whipped in front of everybody, and it's to whip them in shape so that we know, okay, when the good master give us this, we got.
Yeah, but he's driving a Bentley.
I was about to say, the reality is, it's easy for us to say, Kyrie, stand your ground, homie. No, don't take that. Live off the money you already made. Forget that. Like, it's hard for us to say that and not be him. He has to legit. That's a lot of bread. He's going to play for another 10 years potentially. Or he's going to ride that bench. Like, he's going to make a lot more money. That's a hard decision to really make.
The only thing you can do
better word choice
is bounce a ball. You can do investments. That's what I'm saying. Little black kids are not taught anything other than entertainment or sports. That's how you make it. No, there are other things that you can do. There are other things that we don't teach our kids. Trades, the importance of those. Where the plumbers at? Everybody want to be a rapper. What happened when the pipes back up? How much did you save in fixing your toilet?
I saved a lot.
Okay, so there's other ways to make this money. You don't have to just wear your body out to go be an athlete for somebody who's only paying you probably less than a third of what they're making.
So you want him to take his million and start learning to be a plumber, or it's too late at this point. The reality is the reality.
First of all,
his talent is basketball right now.
We don't know what other talents he has.
He hasn't given up any money yet. Yeah. He hasn't given up the money yet.
Yeah, I didn't start my plumbing.
He hasn't given up the money yet. He hasn't given up the money. Call J Black Plumbing.
Yeah, I got that snake and I realized I saved a lot of money. It's like, wait, I could do this. So I get what you're saying, Shawnee.
J Black think a plumber only got one piece of equipment. All he got is a snake. There are leaks coming from the ceiling, and all he got, they call a plumber. He's like, well, I got this snake. I don't know what I'm gonna do to fix this leak in the ceiling with this snake.
Oh, you need a specialist. You need a specialist.
Yeah.
You
Pipe
need
first. How you gonna put the pipe back together?
Oh god.
with a snake.
Y'all stupid.
We got this snake.
But where do
That
you
shit
draw the
crazy.
line? First, it's a movie, then it's your hair, then it's how you vote. You should have the right to watch a effing movie. No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Not if it's going to offend. Can't offend people no more.
But okay, so Roots didn't offend y'all? I mean, there's so many movies. Like, this is the craziest thing. We upset about a
Yeah.
movie.
I remember watching Roots as a kid. Me and Talent talked about this yesterday. I remember watching Roots. I'm old enough to remember
How old are
the
y'all?
3 days it came on, and we
Yes.
watched it for 3 days. And it took all you had not to punch a white person in the face when you went to school the next
Yeah,
day.
you
Or
became
Glory.
very angry.
For Glory with Denzel Washington.
You got
I
that
mean,
snake.
come on.
You doing plumbing? He said, "You got that snake. You doing plumbing or pimping?"
Making house calls. Oh,
All right. I don't want to get. All right, so we ain't got enough time. So I want to get to this. When Lady Q and Jay Black get into something in the house,
mm.
it always leaks into the show. And it's always good stuff because these two debate like on a regular basis. I swear they have a time like at 7:00 when they come down to the kitchen and they got a bell that they ring. And it's like ding, 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 ding. And what's the topic? All right. So last night, you and Lady Q got into a deep discussion about Chingy. About what about Chingy?
So Chingy recently did an interview like a couple of days ago, and about Chingy's the rapper right there. He was popping. It was one point where Chingy was one of the top rappers. He was
he got
making
robbed
money.
in front of me too. He got robbed in front of me.
He was getting money. He was down with Ludacris and the whole Disturbing the Peace squad, and
He was killing.
He took a picture with a transgender from Love and Hip Hop nowadays. Back then, it was Sydney Starr. Remember it was the transgender Sydney Starr, and he talked about how it ruined his career. He had a record deal on the table, and because the backlash of him taking this picture with this transgender and Sydney Starr lying, telling everyone they was in a relationship, killed everything for him. It's over. And then so he just really elaborated on it. And Sydney Starr apologized. See, I lied. I just wanted to get put on. We never was in a relationship. Matter of fact, here's the picture. They took one picture at a show, and he got killed for this. And and his career was over. And I just said to Lady Q, I said the reality is, if it wasn't for cancel culture, a lot of people.
That girl's a transgender right there.
That's Sydney Starr. Yeah.
Wow. Go ahead.
You would fell for it too.
I would have taken the picture.
Where am I going with this? So I was talking. I said, a lot of people still are uncomfortable with that now, but they won't say it. Is it because of the cancel culture? They want to play along and play nice, and then they got into a back and forth. And I was like, if I found out Jay-Z was smashing the dude, I would have some concerns. Well, why? And it just got really nasty and heated between me and her, because I said it would change how I look at, if your favorite rapper was smashing a transgender, it would, because you will look at the lyrics differently. And I said, look at R. Kelly. We will start looking back at him like, oh, he was telling us back then, but that's a crime what R. Kelly did. And it just got back and forth of, would that alter your decision truly if your favorite person was with someone that's a transgender, if you're speaking your truth? Obviously now we got to say no, nothing offends nobody. Everything is good. But deep down, it's still people that disagree with Chingy smashing the transgender allegedly.
Okay, I'm going to say this. That's why I stopped watching P-Valley. Because I was uncomfortable. I was uncomfortable with the how blatant the two guys were knocking each other off. I'm not saying they shouldn't make the TV show. I'm not saying the TV show shouldn't be made. But why is it that I can't feel uncomfortable about it? Like, why can't I feel uncomfortable about it?
You can't feel uncomfortable.
No, he's not supposed to, right?
You're supposed to be like, I say, dude, watch it. Y'all watch it. But I know the minute the dude bent dude over and it got graphic, I was like, I'm gone. I'm like, and everybody's like, it's a great show. You should watch it. Why are you being like that? Because I'm just uncomfortable.
Well,
I
they
mean,
touched on
even
it on the show, too.
With P Valley, there are scenes that I fast forward past because I'm uncomfortable watching it. But just because I'm uncomfortable watching it, I'm not canceling the actors that are in it. I still support them as actors, and I think that they're great actors. But now I don't want to watch two men having sex, so I just fast forward that part and get on to the next part.
So, lady, we got a Q comment brought to you by WokeUpInspired.com. What I said was his fans were trash for canceling him for a personal relationship. Now, I agree with that.
I agree with that.
And it went up, from there. Okay, so that's how it all started, huh, Jay? That's how it all started. What you eat don't make me shit. Okay, Joy. Okay, Joy. Okay, Joy went from the lunar and white to what you eat don't make me shit. Because they are with a transgender. Why do you feel like that, Jay Black? Because Jay-Z, let's just hypothetically say it was Jay-Z. He has sold us this persona for over 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
He did Big Pimpin'. He told us girls, I do adore.
Maybe he's not a good example.
But what if he changed his mind? Because we are allowed to, at some point in our lives, say, you know what, maybe I don't want girls anymore. And
well, then you could feel uncomfortable. What I said was, what changed about Jay-Z's talent if you found out he was gay?
Well, boys.
No, I'm not. But I'm not playing that song. But
you don't have to. But he's still
in my car. I'm not playing that. I'm not playing that song.
If we living in reality, there's people that disagree with it but won't say it. That's just the harsh reality. And that's what I was getting to. It would change some people's perspective if your favorite person that you really, like Mike said, sold you that persona, you found out this whole time was a lie, and you looking back at some of the lyrics and it's like, wow, I didn't catch that. Or it just changes some of the thought process if we're being truly honest.
So what about the rappers who rap about drugs and how they was in the streets and how they was doing this, that, and the third, and you love and embrace their lyrics, but you find out that they a whole fraud and never did any of that?
Grew up in the suburbs.
Well, I ain't got a problem with that because I don't believe.
Are you still liking their music? Are you?
Yeah,
still
I don't believe half the stuff that these cats have been saying for years.
But there are a lot of fans who embrace artists, because of the lyrics in their song, and they feel like they identify with what they're talking about.
So that's the case. That's the case in point. If I identified, and the reason I liked you was because of your lyrics, and then I found out that it was all a lie, then yeah, I'm gonna be like, I'm not gonna. Jason said he's got concerns. I ain't got no fucking concerns. I'm just disappointed. I'm just like, this whole time. I'll tell you a disappointing story. There's a rapper who's my favorite rapper ever. I'm not gonna put him out there. Favorite rapper ever, who claimed to be a vegetarian. Right? Was a vegetarian. Had a whole song about not eating beef. And on the turnpike, I was coming from a comedy show at this place called Roy Rogers. And it was like 1:00 in the morning. And I saw this person, and he had a bacon cheeseburger in his hand. And I was like, what the fuck?
But what if it was
on the turnpike? Maybe he was going to eat the lettuce.
They don't have the Impossible Burgers or nothing like that?
No, this was back when I was like 20. I was 24 years old. There was no such thing as an Impossible Burger.
No, they did have them. They would call something else, but they weren't selling them.
Bring back the other comment.
Nobody's saying anything about.
What if you found out your doctor was gay? Oh, as long as he's a good doctor, I'm not.
The one who has to give you your prostate exam.
You gotta go there, right?
We gotta go there. Well, he'd probably be better at it.
But I mean, he's a doctor.
Would you change doctors?
Yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't change doctors. I don't think I would change.
But your doctor's not selling you this hip hop persona, this hip hop that. It's just a difference.
And your fruit.
Remember the rapper Boss? We dropped her like high lava. Yeah, we dropped her. Listen, if you over 35 years old, you are still trying to adjust to this transgender thing. If you over 40 years old, you haven't adjusted to this transgender thing.
Yes, people out there disagree.
Okay, if you over 50, you definitely still don't understand the transgender thing. I'll say,
but you're being quiet and you're letting it go, and you're letting it go. And that's all I said.
And I don't have a problem with the person being transgender. Just let me know from the door. Don't come to me like you a female and then not tell me. I think that's a dangerous game to play anyway. I think if a guy's hollering at you because he thinks you're a female and you don't tell him and he finds out when you in the hotel room, that could be a dangerous game. Yeah, like that could be a dangerous game right there.
That falls under the line, the guise of something else, because now you're being dishonest and you're not giving a person an opportunity to make their own choice about who they want to be with sexually. So that's something totally different. I'm talking about the lifestyle, having a problem with a person because of the lifestyle that they choose, and it's not doing you any harm.
Right.
So Lady Q says a gay rapper can't be in the streets. Yes, of course a gay rapper can have the same experience.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying, I just want to be allowed to state that certain things make me uncomfortable.
But you can't nowadays say it
because
makes you
a woman can tell a man when he's making her feel uncomfortable in a heterosexual situation. Like y'all can tell a man, you're making me feel uncomfortable right now. So why can't I say the same thing for whatever reason? Back in the day, the New Jersey Turnpike, Roy Rogers seemed to have the best chicken. Yeah, you're right, Ashley Newman. Yeah, you're right. I used to stop in there, and it was some greasy ass chicken, but it was good. It was good. And you better be close to your house. Your exit better be close. Oh damn, Mo had to take the boy to school. Okay.
Yeah. Her son.
Mo just did that. She didn't even say bye. She had to take her son to school. She just shut her square down. That's not bad.
Yeah. But R. Kelly is a crime. But yeah, when you think about somebody with a transgender, you just think of their lyrics. That's all I was saying. R. Kelly, we found out what he was doing. We started looking back at all the lyrics. That was it. It was all. I just felt bad for Chingy that his whole career was over because of just being with an alleged transgender, and she lied, and no one showed him love after that, and he was done.
But I'm glad times have changed because Bobby Valentino is still touring, and we saw him running from a transgender out of a hotel room. He was running. There's nothing to let go or accept or understand. Just fucking respect it. They aren't asking you to be their friend. Yeah, but some people might be my friend. So what if they're asking to be my friend? But I agree with what you're saying. Like I agree with what you're saying. I just don't agree with. I think people are not allowed to say what they really feel because they're going to be labeled as either ignorant, whatever. What's it called when you're being racist? When you're being biased to somebody who's transgender? It's not called racism. It's called what? I don't know what it's called. Is it homophobic or was that what it be called? I don't know what it would be called. I don't know.
You just can't be honest. You got to watch your words, watch your opinions, and all that good stuff. Don't be true. You can't be true to your true self unless you're willing to potentially have to work for yourself, like Shawnee was saying, Kyrie should. Unless you're gonna start your own plumbing service. But yeah,
now what I will say is that we brought this on ourselves on how we treated people in the early 2000s and 90s and the 80s when they were deciding that they were transgender or they were gay, and we put the shame on them, and and we were really disrespectful. Like this is the paybacks for being totally disrespectful. Like just remember when Wendy Williams would sit on the radio and try and find the one gay rapper. Can you imagine the pressure on the rapper who happened to be gay? And it was more than one gay rapper. And she was trying to expose them people. So we're kind of getting paybacks, and why we can't say what we want to say. Well, we kind of did that to them first, in actuality.
Oh, that was the word you were looking for?
Transphobic. Okay, yeah. That was
Tam, and we hit it earlier, Tam. It is election day. Yep.
Yeah, it's election day. Jay's going to vote. He don't know who he's voting for. He's voting for a guy who helped expunge who did him a favor.
Got my governors. He didn't do me a favor. He was fair. He looked at my the history. I haven't been in trouble in so many years since then, and he voted to have me have a governor's pardon. So now I don't have a criminal record. Now I can go to my son's school and do trips. I can license to carry and all that other good stuff now. John Fetterman looked out for me, and I endorsed my guy Fetterman. That's just all I said. And I'm passionate about PA and John Fetterman.
Oh my God.
And you just get out and vote in Jersey. You don't even know who you got to vote for. Is Oz for you and Fetterman? No, y'all got different people because y'all Jersey.
I don't even know.
You don't even know who you voting for.
Stacey Mitchell, she just told me where to go. It's up the street at the firehouse in Masonville. It's right there. It's up the street. So I can just
y'all
drive.
Got governors? Your governor's running too, Shawnee? Or you know in Texas, Shawnee? Shawnee don't know you.
No, I already voted. I voted.
She voted early. She did early voting. Ta-da. Andy Kim is my man. Okay,
so there you go, Mike. If Stacey said that, that's who you probably got to vote for too, Mike.
That's a damn shame. Because they got the black chick on that. They got the black chick on the commercial going at him, calling him a clown and everything. I was like, what did he do? Remember how they did? Remember how they did Mr. C?
The transgender DJ Mr. C.
What happened to Mr. C?
Legendary DJ.
Legendary DJ Mr. C was working at Hot 97 and got caught. A transgender set him up and videotaped. And
but why do they do that? That's the part that ticked me off. Why is the transgender setting somebody up?
Yeah,
they kicking it with you and they rocking it with you. That's y'all business. What are you doing? Why are you trying to put this person on blast?
Because you know the backlash. You know that the world ain't ready.
But this person is with you and they like you for who you are, and you're gonna do this.
Yep.
No, you're sick. You have a problem, and it's not just because you transgender. Why would you set somebody up like that?
To get that shine.
People
do things for the look.
Deep for that. If somebody does that, they just need to be jumped.
Adrian, morning.
Good morning. And I think that was his second time. He had got arrested out there picking up transgenders. And then the second time is when the transgender set him up and actually videotaped him. And that's when everything blew up. And that's when
I just don't understand why people's personal business is so important. They're grown. Whatever
people want to judge. They want to judge you.
He has, he can have that he not hurt nobody. What's the problem?
It. He survived it. Mr. C is still on the radio. He's still doing it.
The hilarious thing is the same thing that almost destroyed him is the same thing that got him popping now in New York, because now he's the DJ that does he does everything. He does the straight clubs, he does the gay clubs, he does it, and it's all out in the open. And once it's all out in the open, can't nobody hold nothing against you. It's just like when somebody tries to say, I'm gonna tell your girl something, and then you tell your girl first. Like, I told her already, bitch. How about that? She already know. Now what?
Took that power away.
Yeah, that part, Shawnee. I just don't understand. Yeah, I don't get that either. My whole point was I just think people should be allowed. I'm gonna repeat this. I don't have a problem with anybody doing anything sexually. Do you? I'm just saying in any topic, why is it that people just can't say how they really feel without the whole canceling beginning?
Right.
You can't offend anyone. You can't hurt anyone's feelings, Mike. You can't offend no one.
I don't care if you're a racist. I could care less. I know there are racists in this country. You're never gonna eliminate racists. You're not gonna eliminate that. I would rather you speak up so I know. Like, I would rather know my neighbor. Like my neighbors, who are the best neighbors in the world. My neighbors are, I hate to say it, they're gay, but they're the best. They're the best. Like, they're super cool. They're super laid back. They're super whatever.
So why do you hate to say they're gay?
No, because I hate that's like saying I got some great black friends. Like when white people say I have some great black friends, I feel like that's the way it sounds. Like so I don't want to sound like that.
Yeah.
All right.
You was talking about races. You see that the racist college girl with the black girl, white girl kept calling her the N-word, and she was holding her hands. Did you? I was
that
like,
black girl.
I saw the little snippet of it.
That black girl had the
she held her restraint
because she could have hooked off on that drunk white girl so crazy.
A matter of fact, here we go right here.
She could have hooked off on her.
She was holding her hands. Calling her.
Could you stop, please? No.
She was drunk, clearly, though, right?
Yeah.
She could have easily whooped her.
Oh, she could have hooked off on her on some old.
And would it have been justified, or would she have been going to jail too? She's laughing at her though, like this.
I just paid enough for it in the bathroom. Thank you.
Call her. Yeah. So, but yeah, like she held up.
I think I would have let her. I would have let the white girl's hands go, so she could have swung at me, like, and just let her swing, and then I would have just hooked off on her. But she had the patience of a saint, because the girl wound up getting arrested.
Oh, the white girl did?
Yeah, the white girl wound up getting arrested.
For what? What was it? Was it terroristic threats? Because she never connected.
Was she drunk? I would think
public intoxication,
and then she's sitting up there trying to attack her. So I mean, it's several things she could have been arrested for.
Yeah, but if you watch the whole video, the cops finally come, and the girl said, "I don't get paid enough for this." So I don't know what job she has. I don't know if she's the.
She I don't know what job. RA. Are they at a college?
Yeah, at college. So that's the word, the RA. So, yeah, she had patience, because that's one of them things where you could take, if you could really, like, I could really stomp you right now because you are pissy drunk. But it's just amazing how man, and I can't complain because I've been drunk like that, but I ain't done that. I ain't done that. I don't think I did.
I don't think I did. I heard you telling the story. I had to watch yesterday show. I said, Mike up here being transparent. You was telling people what really happened to you. I was like, look at you. And look at Shiny up here. I was like, wow, y'all was sharing a lot yesterday. Woo, that was a good one. I had to go watch the YouTube and watch that.
Might as well, man. Might as well. Yeah, I got this. Yeah, I'm not even gonna be that transparent, but I got this person that is just stressing me right now. But that's a whole legal situation. I gotta go get another brain scan. Even though the first two came out clear, which was good. I ain't never been so scared to get a result. All she learned came out.
Came out, meaning the white girl.
Yeah, the white girl. Everything she was raised about came out. Everything was.
You gotta get a CAT scan though. Okay. Well, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I gotta do that because I'm still getting up and being lightheaded, which is kind of crazy. And I'm like, what's going on? So other than that, we got another story.
Probably because you're not getting enough rest. But okay.
Oh, I'm gonna get rest today. After I send these emails out and do this little voting up the street, I'm gonna be asleep I'm gonna be laying down by 3:00. 3:00.
Sounds good. So good. At least you admitted you gonna vote. So I like that. Good.
I wasn't gonna vote.
But he gonna do all of that up to 3. He won't just sit down. Like,
well, I'm not after we get off here. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna take a little hour nap. Well, I'm not gonna fall asleep. But I'm gonna lay down, and I'm gonna get what I am gonna do. I don't know. In order to bring down the swelling of my feet, should I put it in a bucket of ice water or should I put it in hot water? Like, which
just
one?
Just elevate it. It's gonna take time.
This shit hurt.
It's gonna take time. How long did it take for my foot to stop?
I don't know. How long did it take for your foot to stop?
You were here, what, 2 weeks? And by the time you left, my foot was still hurting. So it's just gonna take.
How did you hurt your foot?
Oh my God.
Oh, never mind.
In the hospital.
In the hospital.
The thing in my foot.
Oh, Mike
you had to put the IV in your foot.
Mike was probably right there, and Mike, he don't remember.
And I was walking on it, and I made it worse. So that's what I'm saying. It's just gonna take time.
Oh man, do you know I got a video? I was really drugged. I was really drugged up. I got a video of the back of my head while I'm in the hospital, and I actually have the video. I don't know how I did it, but I went like this to show my mom, and it's a nasty little video. You see the little.
Yeah, if you got staples in your damn head, who wants to see?
I don't even think the staples were in the head yet. I don't even know. Let me look at it right now, man. Let me tell you something. I don't know how Shawnee. Like I told Shawnee, I have a newfound respect for how much time she has spent in the hospital because her stuff is a lot more serious.
Yeah, your stuff was serious too.
Then let me see. I know I didn't delete it. Hold up. Trying to see if I can
Lay
find it.
down on your back and elevate your feet with the pillow or two above your heart.
No, I did. I got 2 pillows. I put them up, but the funny thing is when you sleep, that means you got to just stay sleeping on your back and your feet are up.
Yes, you
Then
got to stay like that. Yeah.
Elevation. That's the key. It looks like to Ashley saying it to elevation, Mike.
He been told all of that.
I've been doing it. I've been following it.
Wait, what I missed? You gotta watch yesterday's YouTube show.
Watch yesterday's YouTube show.
Then Mike, I was shocked that he was telling everything. I was like, oh God, he's sharing a lot. Whoa, he broke it down. Whoa, but Mike had a medical situation, Stacey.
You said what?
I'll talk to you after the show.
November 10th, 2 days from now, I get the staples taken out, and then I get a haircut on Friday. That's gonna be. You see, I got this hoodie tight. This hair.
It look bad. It doesn't look bad.
It look bad. They look crazy. So I get the staples taken out.
Shiny know all this. This is interesting.
Shiny
all up in the mix.
Oh,
okay. I don't know. It's just a lot.
Hold on. The funny thing is, I forgot because they put so many drugs in you. I forgot. Okay, Stacey, I was in the hospital. Okay, I'm not gonna get to the whole story, but I was in the hospital, and I was a very, 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 very violent and rude patient. Like I was I had to apologize when I left. And all the nurses came to see me when I was leaving, and they were just shocked. They were like, wow, you're a whole different person. And I was like, God, they were like, one of the nurses came in, and I cracked a joke, and they were like, wow, you really are a comedian. And I was like, yeah, I really am. I'm so sorry. And I apologized to him. And but I was really, 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 really bad. But I was so drugged up that I didn't know I was on the phone with Shawn the entire time when I was fighting these nurses.
And you still holding the phone?
No, well, he wasn't always holding it. Sometimes he would have it on FaceTime, and sometimes it would just be there. So I'm thinking that's why he kept thinking I was there, because he could hear me.
Oh, that's why he kept saying, where'd Shiny go? I said, what do you mean, Mike? We in Jersey. Shiny's in Texas right now. No, I just saw Shiny. She was just here. She walked by yesterday. Shiny was not here yesterday, Mike. I said, this motherfucker, he crazy right now. He just knew he was in Texas.
They were like,
yes, the first parts of yesterday's show was in the morning too, Stacey. You can't
Media Room 360. But I forgot that I barely remember. I just knew I swore I saw Shawnee. I swore I was in Dallas.
She did not walk by.
I saw.
Shiny walked by.
I swore I was looking.
He called me. He said, you gonna come back in here? And I said, what you talking about? He said, I heard you talking outside in the hall. And Mike, I'm at the house.
I said,
where are you at? I'm in Dallas. You're in Jersey.
How hard did he fall?
Let me tell you something. I'm glad I'm not in a relationship no more, because it would have been over after that. It would have been all over. It would have been all up. Where's Shawnee? Who in the why did you call her for Shawnee? I would have had more staples in my head.
Right, in a couple extra.
Here go a few more.
She said he keep calling for you. Where are you? Can you get here? I said, I'm in Texas. I'm not there.
Yeah, I'm good now. I'm out the hospital now, Stacey. I don't think I have your numbers. My phone. And I was trying to make a great escape. I was trying to escape the hospital, and I was
Yo, Stacey, it was so bad. Stacey, he was trying to leave hospital. His mom reached out to me and said, Jay, call Cam, call Big Rob, call everybody you know, tell him don't take Mike's call. He calling everybody trying to get him to come pick him up. Mm-hmm. So I had to call Cam. Like, what's up, Jay? Something wrong. He knew something. Anytime I'm calling Cam, he knows something wrong. Yeah, I said, Mike, if he call you, don't go pick him up. He can't leave. So You calling people come pick. I said, Tom, don't go pick them up. don't go.
Yeah, you were calling everybody because your sister kept saying, "Why do you keep calling all these people?" He was like, "I gotta let everybody
leave.
know."
You can't leave right now, Mike. You hurt. You gotta stay here. They gotta take care of you.
Okay, Stacey Mitchell I said, I don't know if I have your number. She said, she just hit me with N-word. All right.
All these years.
I did get you. I had your number from 7-Eleven. You're right. My bad.
Lock me in.
You are locked in too. Oh no, I got the number from the comedy show. I got the number. It says Stacey Mitchell Mount Laurel comedy show. When we saw her at Mount Laurel.
Yeah, when we took it. Yeah.
So anyway, I was trying to make the Great Escape, and I put the wrong password in too many times, and I locked myself out my phone, and it said iPhone unavailable, and my phone was done there was no escaping. And then my mom took my wallet. My mom took my wallet because she knew I was gonna grab an Uber. There was no way I was gonna make it downstairs. Like there was no way I was gonna be able to make. I was gonna pass out somewhere on the way down there, but I was gonna try. I was like, no, the paranoia that kicks in is ridiculous. And this had nothing to do with alcohol.
Yeah,
it had everything.
Your phone and your wallet, you get really paranoid without your phone and your wallet.
But I don't even know why I bugged out like that. It's like waking up in an ambulance, you just bug out. Like there was no alcohol in my system. The reason why I was freaking out, the reason why the whole thing happened was because I had no alcohol in my system. And I just like your mind is a crazy thing. I will never call somebody crazy ever again. I will never be like, yo, that person crazy. No, your mind can make you do things that you just like, you're like, what the? Like I look back on it now and I'm like,
seizure is a big deal. A seizure, like that's scary. Somebody having a seizure. Ugh. How you say it? I can't even say it.
Seizure.
Seizure. Yeah, it's not easy.
Seizure. The shakes. Somebody having a
said, I got a Caesar. Oh my! I meant to tell you. I saw you did a show with Stiletto. I know her very well. Be more. Where? Oh, I don't know when I did the show, but I'm familiar with Stiletto.
Mike don't remember.
No, I don't remember. But it had to be a minute ago.
Just roll with it.
Yeah, just roll with it.
It had to be in Philly at the
Just roll with it.
Good. It was good. He killed it. You killed the show.
No, but I know her. But I know the comedian.
Yeah.
I know the comedian, Joy. She's very funny. I know her in real life. Like I just don't remember the show. Yeah, I don't remember the show. All right. We got anything else before we wrap this up?
No, I didn't want to play this clip. We'll play it tomorrow. I had a bunch of stuff that we never hit on.
Just play the clip. We got 12 minutes.
We gotta go. It's kind
of. We got 12 minutes. Go ahead.
Let me see one of these.
Play the clip.
All right, let me see what Shawnee thinks about this with females.
Dudes who got their own, who don't need them. They rather deal with men who are not that intellectually aggressive, who gonna let them say what they want and do what they want. They rather deal with a man like, not saying you like that, but most women out here don't want to deal with a man who gonna say, baby, nah, don't wear that. Nah, baby, don't talk like that. They don't really want to deal with that. They rather deal with a dude who let them say and do whatever they want to do. And they think if a man be a man, he's toxic.
So my question.
Now, you believe that?
So because I'm established, I want a yes man. Is that what I'm hearing?
No, he said the man is established and he's being a man. And most women don't want a man that says don't wear that or don't talk like that.
Let's play it again. Play the beginning again. What did he say about her in the beginning?
I said women don't like dudes who got their own, who don't need them. They rather deal with men who are not that intellectually aggressive, who gonna let them say what they want and do what they want. They rather deal with a man like, not saying you like that, but most women out here don't want to deal with a man who gonna say, baby, nah, don't wear that. Nah, baby, don't talk like that. They don't really want to deal with that. They rather deal with a dude who let them say and do whatever they want to do. And they think if a man be a man, he's toxic.
So my question.
Go ahead, Sean.
So you need to have your own stuff. You got to have your own stuff. But I mean, if the man has opinions on certain things, yeah, if y'all in a relationship together, you definitely should be open to what he has to say. If you don't agree with what he's saying, then there's a way to have a conversation about that. But it's a fine line between saying, hey, it's a fine line between being protective and being possessive. And I think that's the thing, because
put Lady Q's comment back up.
I like Joy's was to a certain degree. So Joy admitting that that's what she liked to a certain degree. But
There's
Lady
nothing
Q
intellectual about telling a woman what to wear.
And that's what she got from that clip.
I'm not telling you what to wear. I'm saying certain women wear stuff that put men in a situation where now we have to be security. And I'm not saying you, Lady Q, or Shawnee, but I've been in situations where women will wear stuff, and now you're put in a situation where when a dude says something disrespectful about what you got on, and I don't say nothing, intellectually aggressive. I never heard this, but it sounds wrong.
sounds wrong. Say that real quick.
I think he means intellectually aggressive. I think what he meant was certain women don't like men with strong opinions. Like they don't like men because they feel like they're being controlled. That's the first thing. If a man has strong opinions about what's going on in a relationship, the first thing a woman throw at you is, oh, you can't control me. Nobody's trying to control you. I got an opinion on what's going on.
Well, that's why I say it's a fine line between protection and possessiveness. It's a fine line between that. But if y'all are in a relationship, you should be able to have that conversation. Like if it's a healthy relationship, I should be able to hear what you got to say about, okay, this is what I don't like. And then if it's something that I don't agree with or I feel differently, we should be able to have that conversation and come to a middle ground without it, blowing up and turning into something crazy. And at some point, somebody got to give in and say, okay. But I think it's just a fine line between possession and being, protective. Just because some stuff is done because, and we as women, and I'll say this, sometimes we don't take the time to see it from the other side. Like it's hard for me a lot of times to see it from the other side because I've done it by myself so long. So it's just been me and I've had to make these decisions. So when a man comes along and he says, he can look at the situation and instantly see that, okay, now you need to go left instead of going right. But as a woman, I'm just going to go right because I'm trying to fix this. Is sometimes that is hard. But if you decide you want to be in a relationship with somebody that has a man that has those types of standards and actually cares that much to pay attention to what's going on and is okay with saying, hey, you going the wrong way. We need to go this way. This would be better. You should appreciate that and not just pop off and go off, be able to sit down and have a conversation about it and understand.
Yeah. I mean, that's rational.
Play the whole clip. It was more to the clip. I just
play the whole clip.
I just stopped at that point. Afro Queen said exactly, Shawnee.
Having the conversation for understanding. He chose to say aggressive and want to tell somebody what to do. See, that's how y'all took it. He was just giving an example. He was giving an example. He wasn't trying to tell somebody what to do. He was giving an example of what women don't want. And see, when sometimes y'all women take it, y'all take it as if we're being aggressive. He's just giving an example. Go ahead, play the whole thing.
All right, I'm gonna play the whole. It's a minute long, minute 16, whole thing.
What you say?
I said women don't like dudes who got their own, who don't need them. They rather deal with men who are not that intellectually aggressive, who gonna let them say what they want and do what they want. They rather deal with a man like, not saying you like that, but most women out here don't want to deal with a man who gonna say, baby, nah, don't wear that. Nah, baby, don't talk like that. They don't really want to deal with that. They rather deal with a dude who let them say and do whatever they want to do. And they think if a man be a man, He's toxic.
So my question was, do you fuck with a real woman?
Let me answer that question.
And the reason why I asked
I'm
is
listening.
because if you fuck with a real woman, she's going to agree with you. Hey, maybe I shouldn't step outside wearing
I
this,
respect that,
this
baby.
nasty ass shit.
Let me answer that. This is the problem. The real woman is standing too close to the hoes, so we don't know the difference until we start talking to y'all. No, listen. I met a lot of women. It don't mean, I don't care if they from the hood. I don't care if they got two parents. Their interests are the same. It's like right now, right? If you see 10 lions coming down the street, are you going to try to figure out which lion going to bite your ass or not? You're going to be like them 10 lions. So unfortunately, the real woman agree with too much shit that these hoes is on, so we don't know the fucking difference. So,
see, you know what? That's where he messed it all up.
That's why I stopped at first. I wanted to get
No. I totally, I 1000% agree with what he just said. There are too many women who agree with whole shit. There are too many women who agree with hoes and agree with certain shit. And I go like, why are you with this person? Like if I'm hanging out with 5 crack dealers and you see me hanging out with 5 crack dealers every day, what do you think I am? You think I'm a crack dealer?
He messed up because
I know what he's saying.
But y'all hang out with cheaters, liars. It's 10 of y'all coming out. How we gonna figure out which one is the honest and faithful one? That is asinine. What he just said. He messed up everything. And like Adrian said in the clip, he sounds aggressive. So if you're coming at me talking like that, instantly I'm gonna put a wall up because I'm like, okay, first of all, why are you taking this tone with me if we just talking? You know, and that might be his personality. I don't know. But to just put all women in this category and use the analogy of a lion of who going.
No, he's saying come from afar. You don't know. You just
are not tame. So number one, don't compare me to an animal because they're not tame. We talking about human beings. And that takes away from everything that I just said. That you know what? Hey, sometimes we don't get an opportunity because of certain circumstances. But some of the stuff y'all be saying does come off as, you know, you being controlling, and you had, I mean, because hell, Mike, even when you were here, it was some stuff that you were saying that I really had to sit down and be like, okay, why is he saying this? But he in the house with 3 females, with me and my 2 daughters, so Mike went into protector mode. Okay, I can't be mad at that. Even though I didn't agree with a lot of the stuff that, you know, I won't say a lot. It might have been a few things that he said that I'm like, what?
But she said a real one would understand you, right? But y'all want to be defiant half the time.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. When Mike got here and
what did I say?
Ways,
give me the example. What did I say that you didn't agree with?
He took the role as the protector.
The male.
Once he hit that door, it was okay. I got to protect y'all.
I see things different than what you see.
Yeah, he sees it differently. And and I'm sitting there, you know, like, okay. And I had to stop. And that's what I'm saying. Sometimes we don't stop. And I had to look at it from Mike's point of view. Because, you know, if something happened to us and Mike here, then what he look like?
Oh, here we go. Defiant. Are we children? Not defiant. I mean, you know what I mean. You want to go against just to go against.
And I just want to make something clear. He's obviously from New York or North Jersey. And women and men in New York and North Jersey, that's how aggressive they all sound. They all sound like that. That's why I really never dealt with women in New York and never dealt with it, because that aggressive conversation, that is a normal conversation, the way he's talking. I know, and it does sound aggressive, but real. That is the normal level. That's the way they say hello to each other in New York. That is good morning, good afternoon, good night. What up, boo? Like, what's going on? You good? Like, what? What are you talking about? Like, why did you just Why'd you just
when
talk?
he made that lion analogy, that's where he just went all down. I'm like, okay, see now.
But you know what he meant. I know
I
what
can
he
explain whole shit. I can explain. Lady said,
meant. The lady Q
we're
want to
gonna-
know what is whole
but
shit though.
we
But
gotta
look at the
wrap it up.
time. Maybe
We'll
tomorrow.
take it.
Tomorrow, Mike, on tomorrow's
I'll
show, Mike is
explain
gonna break
whole
down
shit.
what is whole shit.
I'll give you a quick example. When you sitting there talking shit about men with another hoe, and y'all all sitting there going like, man, fuck these motherfuckers. I can't stand these motherfuckers. They be doing this shit and that shit. And you be right there as a grown woman, right there co-signing that, yeah, these motherfuckers ain't shit. And did. You sitting there like, that's when you just turn around.
I don't know
walk the
what
other way.
women y'all be around, because I've been in groups where that does happen. There might be 2 or 3 saying that, and then other women have other opinions. Because I don't think grown women think that all men ain't nothing. You know,
No, I'm just saying there are women, they're grown women who join in those conversations. And that's the whole shit. That's like me. I don't join in conversations when dudes say, oh, all these B words ain't nothing, and everybody out here. I don't jump into that because I already know, like the one I find, I'm gonna find them on an individual basis. I'm not getting into the whole scope of the ocean. Like we gonna talk for a little while before I get with you.
All right. So tomorrow, Mike, we'll come back to it tomorrow. Mike is gonna give us the top 3 whole shit things. So the top 3 things that hoes do. Like Mike. That'd be funny though.
I'm writing it down.
The top 3, yeah. So
hoes be telling real women, why you always calling and checking in? That's what hoes be telling grown women. You checking in again? You got to check in. Grown women we all got a ain't shit story though. Yeah, but you got a man now. You got a good man now. So why you reminiscing over that dude? Because you around hoes. That's why. Anyway,
so we out tomorrow.
All right.
Tomorrow.
Love me for who I am. Know who you want me to be, because I can never be there and understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. And enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in life. Fight for your happiness. Never let anybody take it away from you. We will be here tomorrow morning. Michael, Shawn, J Black, Shawnee Scott, Sexy Mo. Yeah.
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Don't never stop.